Hey, what's up guys? Willie Coltrane here. We're back in the shop. I'm going to cover this wall. I'm not going to finish all of it tonight. What I am going to do though is I'm going to put some of this, I've got a full sheet of 4x8 half-inch or quarter-inch plywood that I'm going to do basically the whole wall countertop high, because I'm going to put some pallet wood and stuff up, but I don't need that all the way to the floor. That's mostly an aesthetic kind of thing, and it's cheap, but it's a lot of work. If you've ever worked with reclaiming wood from pallets, it's kind of a pain in the butt. It is free lumber, and it's not super great, but it looks cool when it's all put up, and you've got that reclaimed wood look. But yeah, I'm going to do countertop high with this plywood. I've got, I think, enough. I got a full sheet and a few scraps to do that. I think I'm going to do it between 36 and maybe 42. I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure that out. I went by the local lumber yard today and went through their scrap pile, and I just got some 2x4s. I'm going to basically build the frame for the countertop to do. I mentioned with that old linoleum, or not linoleum, Formica board that I found. It's going to be nice and heavy and sturdy. I'm going to build a little frame for the tabletop out of these 2x4s. Like I said, I got these at the scrap pile. They're all 2x4 by maybe 36 inches, and some of them, like this one, was obviously an end cut from some sort. So I think they'll all work fine. Between that and the stuff I had, I got these for 50 cents each in the scrap pile. You go, if you've got a lumber yard like that has something like that, go check it out for stuff that's not going to really be needing to look pretty or be super duper straight and true. These are short enough. They weren't warped really. They're really not bad. This one's really straight. But I think it was used to tie down something. There's like a stripe down the middle from like a band where the sun kind of faded everything else. Cost me $3 for all this little bundle of wood. So anyway, pallet wood on top. Maybe not all of it. I'm thinking about doing some pegboard for tools I can hang on the wall, but definitely underneath the countertop is going to be plywood. I thought about insulating this wall, but on the other side of this wall is kind of a lean-to or an overhang, like kind of porch deal, and I'm kind of thinking I'm going to maybe wall that in at least on two sides and leave the front open. So I'm not really concerned about insulating this wall. I'm not going to insulate this, just going to cover it. Going to build the frame for the table. Probably have to edit this a lot because I'm talking way too much about what I'm going to do. This is way too long of an intro. But I spent like $7.50 at the lumberyard. I bought some brackets for a shelf, those little L-shaped brackets, plus 6 pieces of 50-cent. So not bad. Didn't pay anything for the Formica tabletop. Using scrap wood. I got these. These were left over from a project. So that's the super duper long intro to what I'm about to do. Alright, the half wall is complete. I started earlier, I don't know how well you can see it up there. I put some pallet wood up there the other day, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do basically vertical pallet wood. The rest of the wall I'm thinking about in the center here doing some kind of like pegboard for the just some tools to hang on the wall. You know, I like the aesthetic, but at the same time, this place has to be functional. Alright, so here's the kind of design of the counter. Here's the door that's right over there. I've given myself 12 inches from the door to give a little bit of room to kind of turn that corner when you come in. Now this countertop, because of the size of the Formica board that I've got, it's not going to be super deep. It's only going to be about 18.5 inches deep, but it's going to be 96 or 8 feet long. So it's going to be a pretty much run the length of the wall. I've given myself enough room for my toolbox to slide in here on the end. The height of this right here, and I apologize for the fisheye kind of effect on this, but that's what this camera does, is like 43.5 because of the base plate on this barn floor. Counter's going to be 96 inches long, 18.5 inches deep. I've decided instead of 42, I'm going to make it 40 inches tall. That will put it about here, so I'll have a little bit of a lip for like if stuff rolls to the back, it's not going to roll off the back. I've got something to kind of catch anything to roll backwards. So yeah, it'll be a nice little workspace. And that Formica board is really thick and sturdy. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it a night. Made a little progress. While I was at the lumberyard today getting my cheap wood, I picked up a couple pallets they weren't using. So I'll probably make a video about pulling them pallets apart. Or actually, it'll probably just be me talking to you, like I'm not doing right now. Let's change that. So it'll probably just be me talking to you while I do that about random stuff. If you've seen any of my other stuff, you know I kind of do that sometimes. So stay tuned for the countertop build going in. I look forward to doing a lot more like time-lapse stuff now that I've kind of figured out how it needs to be. I have realized that if you use time-lapse while you're building things, it moves so fast that you don't really notice all your little screw-ups and like I don't know, while watching it I'm like, oh, I look like I know what I'm doing the whole time, and the whole time I'm like trying to like focus on take your time, slow down, let the camera speed everything up, you just slow down, think, and do what you need to do without rushing or screwing up. I'm trying to, like, I know I'm being filmed, so I'm trying to, like, okay, make sure I've got my pencil handy, my tape, and I keep taking my measuring tape off my belt when I know it's easy just to keep it there, pull some tape off. I don't know if you can see that very well. Pull some tape off, do your measurement, whatever, stick it back in. Like, it's flexible, it's made to do that. So I don't know, I've made a few little fumbles and stuff, but on the time lapse it actually looks like I know what the heck I'm doing, so that's kind of fun. So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it off there. I'm gonna go in, take a shower, hit the sack after doing dishes last night with you guys until 2 a.m. My day was tiring and long, so yeah. Willie Coltrane here. Peace.